Are you swallowing a stomach pill or painkiller in a hurry every morning and firmly believing that you are protecting your body? The truth is, after age 60, sometimes those familiar over-the-counter pills that seem completely harmless are secretly weakening your heart, and it's not entirely due to aging. Hello, I'm Dr. Kevin Carter. Let's take care of your health so you can keep living life on your own terms. Quick check. If you're watching this for your health, just drop a 1 in the comments. The small medicine cabinet in your bathroom right now may feel like a Pandora's box full of secrets. We often turn to these Western pills as a habit, hoping for quick relief from pain, but unintentionally break the Eastern philosophy of everything in balance and natural harmony. If you are taking these pills day after day, I want you to know this right away. You are completely not at fault. You have not been warned clearly enough, and you are only trying to do the best you can to take care of your own body, so you can stay healthy and enjoy the joy of walking or tending your small garden with your own hands. Your body is not turning against you. It is only calling for help in its own language. But before we name the 5 familiar faces hiding in that medicine cabinet, let's have a sip of water together and do a small test right in the comfortable chair you are sitting in. Right now, while you are relaxing in your familiar chair, I want to invite you to do a small movement together. It's very simple. Gently bend down. Use one finger to press with moderate force into the skin right above your ankle or on your lower leg. Keep your finger there and count slowly to 5. Then slowly release. In the health-preserving philosophy of traditional Eastern medicine, our body is a miniature universe, where qi and blood and body fluids must always circulate non-stop like clear streams to maintain abundant life. However, when you release your finger, if you notice that area of skin does not spring back immediately, but leaves a faint indentation, or if lately you feel your legs heavy and your shoes tighter than usual in the afternoon, then that stream is becoming stagnant. You know, our calf muscles are often compared to a second heart. Imagine the heart beating in your chest as the central pump, then the muscle system in the legs is the auxiliary pumping stations, tirelessly pushing blood back against gravity to the source. Modern medical research has pointed out a very clear mechanism. When the second heart in the legs shows water retention, it is a mirror reflecting that the central pump is overworking. The increased excess fluid volume is like a small flood in the plumbing system, forcing your pump to strain at maximum capacity, exceeding the gentle daily endurance level. If you just saw the indentation on your skin, please take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and don't panic. Your body is not turning against you at all, and natural aging is not a punishment. Your wonderful body is simply using its own language to call for help. This is purely a mechanical overload from external impact, not because you did anything wrong, or because you don't know how to take care of yourself. You have always tried to do the very best you can for your health, and that deserves to be cherished. So, which hidden culprit has secretly blocked that natural flow, pouring extra liters of excess water into the blood vessels, and forcing your heart to bear this enormous pressure? The answer is very likely lying right in the pain relief pill you took yesterday morning. This morning, when you woke up with a bit of ache in your knee or lower back, you very likely reached for a familiar painkiller like ibuprofen or diclofenac. It feels so relieving when the pain eases quickly, doesn't it? But right at the moment that comfort spreads, a silent flood begins to rise in your blood vessels. Imagine your heart as a diligent pump. These painkillers, although they suppress the inflammatory response, unintentionally force your body to retain large amounts of salt and water. This excess fluid rushes into the circulatory system, turning the smooth flow into a large flood, forcing your pump to strain day after day, month after month, to push the water out. Let me show you clearly how this pressure is present. Right now, right in the chair you are sitting in, raise one of your hands up to eye level. Clench your hand into a tight fist for about 10 seconds. Do you feel the muscles tensing and your palms slightly numb, gradually getting cold because the blood is being squeezed back? Now, lower your hand to chest level. Open your palm wide and count the beats. 1, 2, 3. Watch how many seconds it takes for the warm, rosy color to brighten again across your entire palm and each fingertip. Right now, please comment the number of seconds you just counted below the video so we can record our starting line together. And please remember this: don't be discouraged. The lower your score today, the more miraculous the improvement in the next 2 weeks will be. You know, the desire to walk without pain so you can freely tend your small garden or hold your grandchildren is an extremely legitimate longing. You are completely not at fault for trusting these pills. But instead of blocking the flow of life with harsh chemicals, Eastern philosophy advises us to use natural herbs to gently dissolve blockages in the joints. This completely matches the strong warnings from Western health organizations about the cardiovascular overload risk of painkillers. We always have safer paths to both soothe the legs and cherish the heartbeat in the chest. And when the joint pain has temporarily eased, we often unintentionally fall into another trap, a pill always praised as the shield protecting the stomach. And when the joint pain has temporarily eased, we often unintentionally fall into another trap, which is the pill always praised as the shield protecting the stomach. These acid reflux pills are usually taken by you every morning. Imagine your heart as a magnificent symphony orchestra, and the mineral magnesium is the talented conductor dedicated to keeping the rhythm. When you use stomach medicine for too long, the body cannot absorb magnesium, no different from inviting the conductor to leave, causing the orchestra to become chaotic with irregular beats. The fact that you take stomach-soothing medicine is a precious self-care reflex. Your body is not turning against you at all, and you are completely not at fault. To protect the stomach and the heartbeat, I want to guide you on an extremely effective breathing method. Sit up straight. Place your hand on your belly. Slowly inhale through your nose, counting to 4. Feel your belly expand and push your hand outward. Hold the breath, counting to 4. Then, gently exhale through your mouth, counting to 6. Feel your belly sink. Repeat this breathing sequence 5 times before each meal. Why is this simple movement so miraculous? According to Eastern medicine, focusing qi into the belly helps warm the digestive system, allowing the stomach to balance itself. From the Western scientific perspective, this deep breathing activates the vagus nerve, sending calming signals to both the stomach and the heart. It also supports the production of nitric oxide, keeping the blood vessels soft and elastic, instead of stiff like metal pipes. However, if you feel dizzy when holding your breath, skip the holding step and simply breathe at your natural pace. Absolutely do not suddenly throw away the stomach pill you are using. Talk to your doctor to check your magnesium level and taper the dose gradually. Protecting the stomach is like that. So what do you usually do when you catch a cold? Protecting the stomach is like that. So when a common cold suddenly knocks on the door, what do you usually do to quickly clear a stuffy nose? Instead of taking convenient decongestant pills, I recommend you immediately apply this method. Turn to the Eastern herbal steam inhalation for colds. Or simply use saline nasal spray and a humidifier. Why does this change carry life or death significance? Decongestant pills containing pseudoephedrine are actually vasoconstrictors. Imagine your blood vessel system as soft water faucets. This pill goes in and squeezes all those faucets shut throughout the body. Your heart at this moment has to work at full capacity, like a pump straining to push water through a squeezed faucet, causing pressure to explode. That is why I send you a special safety warning. European health authorities have emphasized this dangerous vasoconstriction syndrome. It causes your blood pressure to spike suddenly and your heartbeat to become chaotic. If you are over 60 or have underlying cardiovascular disease, using these pills is like adding fuel to an already overloaded system. But I completely understand. The feeling of being unable to breathe is extremely distressing. The fact that you turn to a quick antihistamine pill to breathe more easily is a very human survival reflex. You are completely not at fault, and no one has the right to judge that longing of yours. Your body is only reacting to mechanical pressure that is absolutely not a mistake you caused. Before we get to the next important method, please take a second to press the like button. This action helps the video reach other elderly people who are quietly struggling with this condition. And finally, after handling the physical issue, now is the time we must be extremely careful facing another trap: the pills that soothe the nervous system. After handling the physical issue, now is the time we must be extremely careful with the pills that soothe the spirit. You may be taking some older generation antidepressants, such as amitriptyline, to get through difficult psychological periods, or to soothe chronic nerve pain in the feet. I want you to know that those pains are not weakness at all. They are simply the glorious scars of the many years you have worked hard for your family. You turn to medication because of the desire for a lighter life, and that is extremely legitimate. However, these pills can directly interfere with the heart's natural electrical system. Imagine your heartbeat is coordinated by a sophisticated electrical network. These pills slow down the impulses, turning that network into a leaky and flickering wiring system. This flickering not only makes you dizzy every time you stand up suddenly, but also silently creates dangerous heart rhythm disorders. Instead of completely depending on medication, we can add a gentle, mind-nourishing technique from the East, the ear rim stroking technique. The way to do it is very simple. Use your thumb and index finger to gently massage along the ear rim, from the very top down to the earlobe. Close your eyes. Perform continuously for 2 minutes, combined with slow and deep breathing. Why does this small movement bring such great power? According to traditional medicine, the ear rim contains connection points with the whole body, helping to unblock qi and blood and release stagnation. From the Western scientific perspective, reputable studies from the U.S. National Institutes of Health, NIH, have proven that stimulating the ear area directly activates the vagus nerve. Immediately, it sends a strong calming signal to the heart and brain, soothing pain and anxiety in a completely natural way. However, there is an extremely important safety warning I want to send you. If you are using these types of medication, always remember to stand up very slowly to avoid orthostatic hypotension causing falls. And absolutely do not suddenly throw away the medication. Use this ear massage exercise as daily natural support, and boldly ask your doctor to consult switching to newer generations of medication that are safer for your heart. And finally, we step together into the biggest and most common misconception about bones and joints. When the mind has become lighter, perhaps you are about to step into the kitchen to prepare a meal, where a very big misconception is kept. You know, the desire to maintain flexibility so you can walk freely on your own legs is an extremely legitimate wish. The fact that you turn to supplement pills, such as high-dose calcium, is a proud self-care action. You are completely not at fault for trusting them. But sometimes, your body cannot tolerate those artificial chemicals gently. It is not turning against you, but only warning of overload. Instead of depending on tablets, the fourth method I want to share is to return to Eastern medicine principles. Use natural foods as medicine. The way to do it is very simple. Prioritize nutrients through daily meals with green vegetables and fresh milk. Please note, the examples of hibiscus tea or beetroot juice right below are not part of the original medical research I am sharing, but are very common nutritional tips. Every day, you can sip a cup of warm hibiscus tea or drink a glass of beetroot juice to support blood circulation. Why is this natural way safer? Imagine, concentrated supplement pills will create a sudden increase of chemicals in the blood. The body does not use it all, and the excess will deposit on the vessel walls. Gradually, they turn your soft blood vessels into rough and hard ones like rusted metal pipes, creating a stone wall that blocks the flow. On the contrary, nutrients from meals are absorbed very slowly and gently. However, there is an important warning note. If you are taking Western blood pressure medication, please consult your doctor before adding strong tea to avoid drug interactions that lower blood pressure too much. And absolutely do not suddenly stop the medications you are treating with. Your heart always deserves to be cared for, with the most respectful love. You know, after going through the 5 hidden risks just now, your heartbeat may be beating a little faster from worry. That's okay. It is a completely natural reaction. Even if your heartbeat is now a bit fluttering because of the information you just heard, we are here to learn how to heal together. Your heart is like a resilient soulmate that has been beating nonstop for decades. Right now, it very much deserves to be soothed. Eastern medicine believes that breathing is the most miraculous bridge between body and mind. Imagine your 2 lungs right now are like quiet rooms that have kept their doors closed for a very long time. Now, we will open all the windows together so the warm life energy flows in, soothing the tired pump inside. You don't need to stand up. Just sit comfortably, leaning back in your chair. Gently place one hand on your belly. Ready? Let's begin. Inhale deeply. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Let's do it again. Inhale deeply. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right now, while counting the rhythm with you, I feel very clearly that my chest is opening and expanding with lightness. My heartbeat is still fast, but it is a completely clean, steady rhythm, and not rushed at all. Warmth is gradually spreading down to my palms and 10 fingertips. Do you feel that wonderful calm gently embracing your body? If you are not used to exercising, don't force yourself to do 20 beats right away. In the first week, you only need to do exactly 5 beats. Let go of the pressure. This super small amount of 5 beats will eliminate procrastination and serve as a stepping stone to reduce pressure so the heart can regain strength. Wonderful. Your heart has calmed down. Hold this strength through a gentle living regimen. Wonderful. Do you feel your chest is lighter now? Your heart has just regained its original peaceful rhythm. Now that we have cleared away the stress and mechanical overload, let's step together into a gentle living regimen to maintain this wonderful strength. In the Eastern health-preserving philosophy, our body is like a fresh green garden. You cannot just trim the withered leaves with chemicals and expect the tree to automatically become healthy. Instead, we need to water and nourish it from the deepest roots. Modern Western medicine also completely agrees with this. Changing small daily habits is the strongest protective shield, helping you proactively care for your health without depending too much on the medicine cabinet. Let me give you a few small tips, habits that seem extremely simple but bring miraculous vitality to the blood vessels. First, apply the front-loading tactic, loading water during the day. Instead of drinking sporadically until night, drink most of your plain water in the morning and early afternoon, right while you are leisurely enjoying breakfast with some toast or oatmeal. This helps the circulatory system be gently cleansed, without forcing the kidneys and heart to work night shifts, keeping your sleep complete. Second, every time you sit relaxing on the sofa to watch the evening news or a favorite TV program, remember the 20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes of sitting, rise onto your heels or move your ankles for 20 seconds. And one more small detail. Try giving up the habit of crossing your legs. Placing both feet firmly on the ground not only helps blood flow smoothly like a stream without obstacles, but is also a very good balancing posture for your spine. Hearing this, you may feel there are quite a few things to remember, but please listen to me. Don't try to do all the methods every day. Just choose 2 that you feel most natural. Persistence is more important than quantity. You don't need to become perfect or suddenly throw away all medications tomorrow. Every small change, even just drinking an extra glass of water in the morning or stretching while watching TV, is a priceless gift, a tight hug that you are lovingly giving to your own heart. And the most important thing I want you to take with you after this conversation is your supreme privilege. And the most important thing I want you to take with you after today's conversation is your privilege of choice. Your heart has diligently beaten every loving beat for decades. It is like a soulmate friend that deserves to be cared for, with the most understanding and refined nurturing. Please never blame yourself for the pills you have taken in the past. You are completely not at fault. You were only trying to do the best you could to protect your body. Starting today, you now hold the knowledge to create a solid shield for yourself. Always remember the wonderful priority order that the intersecting Eastern-Western philosophy brings us. First, nourish the body from the roots with a balanced, healthy lifestyle. Next, prioritize natural remedies to gently soothe everyday troubles. And finally, only use Western medicine as an intervention in truly urgent situations. The right to master your health now lies completely in your hands. This heart is yours, and it beats for you. I am Dr. Kevin Carter, and I am extremely honored to accompany you on this journey full of hope. You may want to keep the information in this video for yourself, but if someone you love is quietly struggling with similar issues, your sharing right now can really help them a lot. Maybe keep this video to yourself, but if someone you care about is quietly struggling, this could really help them. And make sure to watch this next episode. I've picked this one especially for you. Definitely watch. See you there.